I think what makes a great documentary, I'm interested in stories and good storytelling. So I think good storytelling, good character, something that's going to grab you and keep you and slowly reveal itself. So yeah, I think that's what it is. I think drama is important. Even in documentaries, you want to have good drama. It's a really good question because I make drama and I make documentaries, and so I've done both, and I like to work in lots of different forms, and I just think of myself as a director. And I'm a director and my job is to tell stories. And whether it's in fiction or non-fiction, whether it's short form, long form, feature film or series, my brain sort of works the same way. My job for me is to find something that's very visual and cinematic. How can I tell the story with images as much as possible? I have my own kind of personal style. I don't do lots of talking heads. I don't do lots of voiceover. So what I am interested in is how to make that line between fiction and documentary blurred. So you watch something and it may be a real person with real footage, but it has all of the tricks of fiction. And if you're doing fiction, you kind of want it to feel like it's real. You want it to feel like it's somehow, this is actually happening, this is a real story. So it's a really interesting kind of challenge. I think of what I do as finding the best way to tell a story, and then you think about the format. Then you think about whether it's fiction or non-fiction. But the first thing is, what is it that grabs you? What is it that really excites you? What's the story that you are ready to live with in order to tell for the next year, 2 years, 3 years? When I made Senna, it was nearly 5 years. So sometimes it's 3 or 4 years of your life. So you have to find something that you really love and you're passionate about, which you are willing to live with. And then once you make it and you put it out in the world, this will live on forever. So I think that's what I would say. It's primarily story, and then the genre comes after. Wow. I would say my favorite, probably, Breaking Bad is probably the one that's up there for me, which I understood the idea of becoming addicted to a TV show. That's the first one where we became obsessed, and my wife and I would stay up late at night and we go, just one more. We have to wake up really early. And it was really interesting because it's basically we, the audience, became like the characters. We were addicted. It doesn't happen that often for me, but that's one that comes to mind as, like, for me, the ultimate, where I can see one feature film is not the same as 5 seasons or 6 seasons of Breaking Bad. So that's probably my favorite.